Guys, what's happening in Starbucks? What's going on, man? This iconic store in Seattle, Washington, started in Seattle uh, coffee house and tea house. It's beautiful. It's been here. I've been here almost 40 years. It's amazing, man. Starbucks is synonymous with Seattle. They're leaving, possibly leaving. I don't know, allegedly leaving. I'm not saying they're leaving, but it seems like they're on the chopping blocks. Tennessee is like grabbing. It's looking beautiful over there in Tennessee right now. What do you guys think? Should Starbucks leave or stay in Seattle? Without further ado, let's listen to what this news broadcasting talk about the iconic Starbucks.
One of Washington's iconic companies, headquartered in Seattle, now plans to open a major corporate office in Nashville. Today, Starbucks announced it will add thousands of jobs and invest millions in Tennessee. The big move brings bigger questions about what it means economically for Washington.
This is a state that has become the envy of many states.
As Tennessee's Governor Bill Lee rolls out the red carpet for Starbucks.
And we are extremely grateful for you, Brian, for your team.
A sharp contrast to what Mayor Wilson said at a Starbucks workers rally in November, encouraging people to boycott the company.
I am not buying Starbucks, and you should not either.
Now there are mounting questions on what Tennessee's gain will mean for Washington.
We're establishing really a strategic presence. It really sets us up for our next leg of growth, the next chapter of growth for us.
Starbucks CEO Brian Nichols says the company will grow in Nashville, investing $100 million and adding 2,000 new jobs.
2,000 jobs, that just by that number, that's one of the 5 biggest jobs announcements in the city of Nashville's history. The average salary for these 2,000 Starbucks jobs is going to be $125,000 a year, and that's well above what the median household income is.
Adam Sitchko with the Puget Sound Business Journal says they expect more jobs to be added in Nashville in the coming years.
The company makes an initial move, and then it grows in a second stage, and then it grows in a third stage. And so these companies are certainly mobile, and they are flocking to where, some of those more affordable business costs are.
If you're Mayor Wilson or Governor Ferguson, behind closed doors, how worried should you be about this? Or is it just not that big of a deal?
I mean, again, half of the tax revenue in the state is funded by businesses, and our big businesses specifically contribute a ton of tax revenue to the state.
Washington Policy Center's Ryan Frost says Starbucks lowered their tax burden by $12,000 per year for every employee in Nashville compared to Seattle. Frost also says Washington is on par to lose up to $750 million in tax revenue over 2 decades, assuming a 3% annual growth for the company in Tennessee.
Seattle has just such a higher tax burden than Nashville does.
See, this is what's going on. I had to stop before the reply from Miss Wilson's office. What do you think a company's going to do? Come on, America. What do you think a company's going to do? If you have more value and more strategic growth potential in another area of the country, quite naturally you'll leave. It's not, you want to have loyalty to you, but they've been here for decades. So quite naturally, in the change, every company got to grow, and states got to work with the cities, and states got to work with that corporation if they want to keep them there. They just told you 50% of the tax dollars come from the state positions, companies and organizations and corporations. So, and a major position of that 50% comes from the large corporations. So you're going to lose a amount over the years. But do you think the state of Washington should focus on that before we let this large, Seattle iconic corporation leave? Seattle with Starbucks is synonymous. Should we do something about this? Is it pride? Is it ego? Is it what? It's the first mayorship. The mayor was talking about telling people not to buy Starbucks in November, around time in November or something, last November. So, what do you think it is? I don't know. I'm curious. What do you think, Seattle, Washington, America? Should Starbucks stay? Well, they already decided to leave, regardless. They already got a headquarters there. Although they're keeping the headquarters, I think that's more for looks and scenery versus where they're going to position their company to grow. As the CEO and the governors of the state of Tennessee is saying, they're focusing on the growth of the company, the next leg. And what this other gentleman is stating is the potential growth is there. So what's going on? What's your opinion? Leave a comment down below. Let's continue.
Well, the mayor's office has responded to the move, telling Fox 13, quote, Starbucks is a core part of Seattle's identity. We're proud to be home to its first store, its headquarters, and so many of the workers who make the company what it is. We're focused on maintaining a strong partnership with leadership and with employees so Starbucks continues to succeed in the city where it all began. Now, the new corporate office is set to open permanently in Tennessee in 2027, with some positions from Seattle expected to move to Nashville.
Yeah, that's going on. This is crazy. They telling you next year it's going to be, the headquarters is going to be there. They're going to have a lot of major companies that come in with from Seattle. Major figures from Seattle are going to be coming down there to Texas. I apologize, to Tennessee, and maybe heading at the headquarters down there, because they're actually going to have a permanent headquarters in Tennessee, Nashville. So that tells you something. You guys got to do your own business research and look at what it means to have a headquarters in a certain area and how that supports the navigation of a corporation and tax codes and how they're going to work, which direction they're going to spend their taxes at. They have a headquarters at the headquarters where they're going to spend your tax dollar at base. If I'm for sure from previous history. So if they open a national headquarters there, permanent headquarters there, as the news anchor lady here stated, they're gonna be permanent down there in Tennessee. So that's where the tax is going to be going to the state of Tennessee, and we're going to lose it in the state of Washington. So that's amazing if that's happening. Let's see. But without further ado, let's watch one more, and I want to get your true opinion on this, because this is going down regardless of what's
Starbucks, a company synonymous with Seattle, may be looking to change its brew. The company says it'll open a new headquarters in Nashville and transition jobs to Tennessee. Good evening, I'm Molly Shen.
And I'm Preston Phillips. This move creates new questions for the future of the company that was built right here in Seattle. The new offices are nearly 2,400 miles away from the company's current home in Seattle's Soto neighborhood. Today, the company did make references to the business and tax climate in that state. Couple Seat reporter Chris Daniels has new reaction from Seattle's elected leaders and what Starbucks is saying about its long-term plans. He's live this evening at the company's headquarters in Soto. Chris?
Preston, make no mistake about it, Starbucks has been looking for office space outside of Seattle for months now, likely frustrated by a Seattle mayor that has been appearing at protests outside stores, the labor unrest within Starbucks and its stores, and the higher taxes that have been approved in Washington state and the city of Seattle. I am told that Starbucks has been actively looking for office space in Bellevue, but has now pivoted to the volunteer state and the lower tax threshold there. It is a company synonymous with this skyline.
Great coffee, a specialty coffee, and a brand that you always trust.
Just ask Orlando Curtin, who hails from Philadelphia. When you think about Starbucks, does any city come to mind?
Seattle. Yes, Seattle, Washington.
Yet Starbucks will move Seattle jobs east in a plan that has been brewing for months. And it is hard not to read into the words of Starbucks CEO Brian Niccol.
You guys have created a really strong business climate, a skilled workforce, and frankly, conditions that just are conducive to us being able to expand our footprint.
Niccol said it at the formal announcement to build out a 250,000 square foot headquarters in the Peabody Union building on the Cumberland River, with Starbucks saying it will hire and transition jobs to Nashville, a slow drip over the course of the next 5 years.
No contract.
In a move that has been percolating after Seattle's Mayor Katie Wilson joined labor leaders in a protest outside a Starbucks store, the state legislature and city of Seattle approved new business and income taxes, plus the closure of 2 local landmark roasteries, including the tourist draw on Seattle's Capitol Hill.
Foot traffic has dropped 50% on the Hill just in that area alone, right?
Seattle City Council President Joy Hollingsworth acknowledges the numbers, like the recent report by Wallet Hub placing Washington with the 25th highest tax burden of all 50 states, and Tennessee with the third lowest. A factor for Starbucks to follow the trail blazed by Amazon to relocate corporate employees to the Music City years ago.
The reality is that businesses on all levels are a part of our future. They're a part of our plan moving forward. They're part of the Seattle fabric.
But that fabric may be a little worn with this shot across the bow and a notice that the siren is on the move. The Starbucks CEO Nickel did call Seattle the global headquarters today, but again, reading between the lines, it certainly appears that there will be multiple jobs going to Tennessee and fewer jobs than the thousands that were here at the Starbucks headquarters in Soto just a few years ago. Now, just a short time ago, I did get a statement from Seattle Mayor Katie Wilson's office about this news, saying in part, Starbucks is a core part of Seattle's identity. We're proud to be home to its first store, and we're focused on maintaining a strong partnership with leadership and with employees so Starbucks continues to succeed in the city where it all began. But this is a story that is not going away anytime soon. For now.
What do you guys think? I think that's a sales pitch. I think that's the face. That's the face. That's the face. That's the face. Saving face. To say just a while ago to boycott the coffee, and then we know it's iconic. We're from Washington. We're from Seattle. We know it's an iconic representation of the city of Seattle. Starbucks. That's Seattle, man. You know what I mean? It's Seattle. So you reiterate what we already know. No, the truth is this company had to make a decision, and we're about to lose one. And we're about to lose one of our major, iconic organizations that started here, Starbucks. You know, they're going to play their political game. They're going to play their face. Everybody's going to play their political face. But they already made the move to the volunteer state. They already finna open up a headquarters there, man. Come on. They already putting 2,000 jobs, approximately 2,000 jobs there, and ones with higher level positions. They're ordering a headship there for the organization. That says a lot for business. And if we lose that, Amazon has already made their move there. So this is continuing to be a down spiral tune on a melody on a piano, and and it's not sounding good for us. So what is your opinion? Leave a comment down below. I'd like to hear from you. Let me know what you think, because the Starbucks organization, tax dollars, doesn't look good. It looks like we're losing one of our most beautiful, iconic organizations that was here, started here, birthed here, and we're losing it. I think we'll always have a synonymous face with it, a light, like a beautiful memory, a Mona Lisa expression, I would say. But the real Mona Lisa is over in Tennessee now. The real Starbucks gonna be in Tennessee now, and he's always talking about profit margins and growth, and so they're looking at a whole different ball card. They got the third lowest tax bracket. We're 25th. Come on, what do you think? We got to give, and that message from the mayor, there was nothing to say about giving, working with Starbucks. You identifying what we already know. You just identify Starbucks, that kind of company here in Seattle. It's where it started at. It's one that's recognized here in Seattle. It's known here. Okay, we know that. What are you doing to support this company before we lose the company and all them jobs that's going to be sacrificed here? It's horrific. It's going to happen. So let's see what's going on. Without further ado, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I would like to hear from you. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. It's amazing.